Hi viewers, welcome back to God's Family House TV. My name is Ao Andia Winker, and by the grace of God, we are considering the part 2. The part 2 is titled The Sacred Blessedness of Sexual Intimacy in Marriage. The Sacred Blessedness of Sexual Intimacy in Marriage. And the word sacred means something that is consecrated, set apart, separated, something precious, something that is reserved. Don't forget the sacred blessedness of sexual intimacy in marriage. Why is it sacred? Sacred because it came from God. Sacred because God was intentional about creating it. Sacred because God preserved and reserved that exercise only for those who are married. Sacred also because it is a take-home package for married people. It's like what we call jara, in Nigeria. If I go to buy gari from you and having dish the quantity, I say, madam, it's too small now. I add something. That little one you add to it, we call it jara, like a gift you're giving to your customer. So God gives marriage, God gives sexual intimacy, as a gift to man, for couples. He said, take this one, no na carry enjoy una self. So sacred is from God, it comes from God, and it's also a gift. It spices up, it makes the whole process of marriage crazy and enjoyable. So the sacred, the sacred blessedness of sexual intimacy in marriage. The word sacred means something that is solemn, consecrated, hallowed, unique, preciously reserved for specific reasons. The proof that sexual intimacy is called sacred experiences, appears in God's first commandment to humankind. I will see that in Genesis chapter 1, verse 28. Genesis 1:20, the Bible says, be fruitful and increase in numbers, fill the earth and subdue it. Be fruitful. How would have man would have become fruitful? How would have Adam and Eve become fruitful? If not by having sex. Yes, when couples come together to make love, of course, next thing that comes out is pregnancy, and that pregnancy lies life, and that is fruitfulness. So, for God to say, be fruitful, God was also saying that I have instructed, I have given you something that is sacred, that is only meant for two of you to explore, experience, and enjoy. So the first aspect of sacred blessedness of sex in marriage is in Genesis chapter 1, verse 28, when God says, be fruitful, be fruitful. This charge was given before sin entered into the world. Therefore, lovemaking and procreation were ordained and enjoyed. Why man and the woman continued the original state. We are saying that before Adam and Eve fell into sin, they had been having sex. Before Adam and Eve fell into sin, they have been having sex. They have experienced the pleasure, the sweetness, that mad sweetness in sex. They had been having sex before sin came to the world. Also, this necessarily includes the strong and beautiful mating urge a husband has for his wife, the feeling there for each other. Doubtlessly, Adam and Eve felt that urge in the Garden of Eden, just as God intended, and although we lack any written proofs for proof, it is reasonably to conclude that Adam and Eve made love and had sex and enjoyed it before they fell into sin. You see that in Genesis chapter 2, verse 25. Look at what Adam said. And they were, okay, look what the Bible said, Genesis 2:25. And they were both, and they were both naked, the man and his wife, and they were not ashamed. They enjoyed it, they explored it, they did it. Adam will meet his wife and still come out, and they were still together naked, enjoy. So they enjoyed it. So they were both naked, and they were not ashamed. And they were not ashamed. So it means that before they fell into sin, they had sex countless times. They explored it, they enjoyed it because they were husbands and wives. In Genesis 1:30, Genesis chapter 1, verse 30, the Bible says, God saw the earth and said, behold, God, everything God saw, as long as man had not fallen into sin, then God saw everything. And God keep giving his endorsement, and behold, these things were nice. So if God never counted them to be sinful, then why should you deprive your partner of the need for sexual intimacy? Why should you deprive your partner? It should be enjoyed. It should be do it, explore it, because that is God's package. It's God's jara for the marriage. Stay tuned, and I love you.